Hello everybody and welcome back to Night Ghost 49 to Banished, the MegaMod series, the co-op MegaMod series, the G.E.O.R.G.E series that involves Vaypah Gaming and Noble Rambler. Holy cow, has this been an incredible ride. As you can see, the game is currently paused. Before we jump into the final episode, Martha and Norman are clamoring on the other side of our wonderful town here. I've thrown some lobster bisque into the street and they're scrambling. I want to give a huge shout out to those two crazy peeps and also to G.E.O.R.G.E. G.E.O.R.G.E has spent countless hours putting together all of these mods, supporting us in this crazy series, and generally just being a great guy, helping us with problems, answering some questions, creating some specialized things that went a little weird as we were testing them, because the public version is slightly different than this version. The public version is a little more stable even, but G.E.O.R.G.E did make some concessions for us to test out things, and I wanted to say thank you. I am in software development myself. I'm not a developer. I see the amount of effort that it takes to do that in a professional setting, let alone in a personal one, and I just wanted to say thanks. That the work he's done is appreciated, and we love your guts because you did a lot of good work. To Vaypah, who has spent, gosh, countless hours off camera and on camera. I can't call it decorating. You know, my wife's an interior designer. Wife Ghost is an interior designer. She's not a decorator. There is a difference, and there's good things. Vaypah designed and gave life to so many things here, and I really just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my ghosty little heart that you've done so many awesome, just completely awesome things. There is one complaint before I look at anything else. You seem to have placed the wrong flags here. I did find the correct ones. There's two, in fact, that need to happen. There's the Colonial flag there that I can't seem to place. This is really awkward. That's gonna make a point. Oh, it's because you put like little tiles here. But do you see how that's the right flag that needs to happen? I just wanted to throw that out there. And there's nomads. Oh my gosh! And then also the other flag was the "Don't tread on me." We'll get these taken care of. I'll replace. Don't worry. Little free work, Vaypah, for you, for our little playground area. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You were quite kind. I tease. I tease. Jeez. And Vaypah's like freaking out across the pond. And then I'd like to give a shout out to Noble Rambler. Noble did a lot of stuff on the back end in regards to just keeping everything in line and in order, and basically dealt with my crap. You know, he looked at production. He looked at all these issues that were going on in our town, and really managed them and did so well. Like, gosh, that guy is awesome. I'm not even going to comment on all the cool crap that's going on right here. I'm just going to talk and show you this, and then I'm going to come back and make a few, like, holy crap, these are awesome comments. He really put a lot of dedicated time into this on and off camera as well. And I know that sometimes it was challenging and difficult. And this co-op thing has taught me a lot. It's shown that I could get a little bit better, and that these guys have been very patient with me with my little ups and downs as well. But it's just been so much fun, and so many cool ideas that Noble has had as well as we talked through the story. Oh, good. Lobster bisque. As we've talked through the story, how things work, little things that I always tend to learn from him and from Vaypah. I just want to say thanks. I know that a plethora of hours were put into this, and it's appreciated on my end. And I know there's a lot of people in the community that appreciate it as well. If you don't like my stuff, and I know that there's some people that won't watch mine, and they'll watch Noble's and Vaypah's, and that's perfectly fine. That's kind of the point of all of this. I just wanted to say thanks. I didn't want to go any further without bringing that up again and reiterating how interesting and fun this has been, even with some of the craziness that's happened on the back end. it's just been great. So thank you again. And again, thank you to G.E.O.R.G.E for having this idea, for putting it together and allowing us to be a part of this as well, because it's been a fun journey through G.E.O.R.G.E. G.E.O.R.G.E has grown and grown and grown and grown. Unfortunately, it is a slow, hot mess right now. Some of that has to do with just, I think, some of our decisions for decorations and design, but also the size of map that we chose and the way we altered terrain the way we did. I think that had a bit to do with it. It's a bit unconfirmed, so don't take my word for that one. So I really just wanted to say that beforehand. I know we're 5 minutes in, and I haven't really done anything else, but I feel like it's important, and I just wanted to say thanks. On that note, I'm not going to do the normal episode. I'm basically going to show some stuff, and again, Martha and Norman are clamoring on the side there. They've almost finished cleaning up the lobster bisque. Let's look and see where we've ended out. We are at year 110. Holy crap. We have 703 families, 1,507 citizens. Now, some people I've talked to have gone into the thousands and thousands of citizens. Keep in mind with the MegaMod, this is a feed all on its own. It's very challenging to get it this big and to manage it. 99% clothed. Nice. 89% educated. My goodness. And that's a really good start. Let's look at a really good way to end. Let's look at production. We weren't doing the best with logs. We were purchasing. We're purchasing so much stuff. We use industry in so many good ways to keep the city growing and healthy. Food, we're under by like 20K, but still doing very, very well. We have almost 90K food stored, and it's summer. Usually by the time you get here, things are starting to, well, no, I take that back. Once you get to the end of summer, before the harvest, things get a little low. That's still a ton of food for 1,500 people. So that's pretty exciting, and it's pretty awesome to see how balanced it's been. We could look at a lot of different production. Overall, though, it's just been fantastic. Let's look at what we have the most of. We have a ton of rice, and there's a lot of spirits that go with that rice. Rice, furnace fuel, flax, and then tinned food. That makes me happy. Silver, too. Oh my goodness, did you say silver? Not yet, Martha. Gosh. Mr. Grumpy Pants. Right. Let's just ignore her for a minute. Look at this. Look at the food production for the past. Let's look at the last 100 years. These are probably moments of Night Ghost. In fact, most of the major dips are like nomads, and it's just been insane since then. In fact, I'm sure there's some form of correlation. Yeah, look at that. Look, dips in population. Actually, the growth probably happened more with mine because everybody else was doing optimization, and I was like, build houses like crazy. Food, logs, stone. What else could we look at that would... Tools. Oh, gosh. I think this was the first crisis where I lost my mind, and I was being really stubborn about iron. Do you guys remember that? That was just nuts. And I don't remember what this was. This was something special. We're almost 1,000 right now. Clothing. At no point was anybody just completely naked, except maybe this first tiny bit where I didn't quite care about it very much. And luxuries. We had no luxuries for quite some time, like 50 years. And then we had a nice steady bump. I believe a lot of that is spirits that we have made. Dried goods, astronomically high. I think a lot of this had to do with purchasing in this portion with Vaypah, and then building up industry, using a ton, building. And basically G.E.O.R.G.E is actually in a lot of ways kind of a powerhouse. You know, we produce enough food to pretty much sustain ourselves, and we buy so much. It's just, man, it's just fantastic. I'm gonna take a little drink here for no correlated reason at all. For no correlated reason at all. But I think there's two things that need to happen, and Martha's gonna bring this off. Oh, Night Ghost and people, I've heard that you've been clamoring to hear and listen to my magnanimous voice. Hello, world. It's time for me to shine. Look at all these nomads. There's more work to be done. We're just going to say, hello, bring it in, and we're going to just put them to work. I love it.
You know, actually, we're going to have a big hit in food and stuff like that, but we're going to let we're gonna let Nikos deal with that at some point. It's really not that big of a deal. So they've been brought into. Look how they immediately change clothes. It's like underneath the fountain we have stores of clothes or something. You just pouring out. Get it?
Oh gosh, Norman, just stick to the script.
Okay, so why don't we take a look and see? It's the dance. The dance of the glitchy nomads. Look at them in their natural habitat.
All right, let's take a look over here and see what things have kind of changed. Vaypah brought up some good points. This was all just like farmland in a goofy, huge building. This is just beautiful and so well laid out. Oh, and don't forget, look at all the ships. Look at them, getting lobster, bisque, and whale. There's coal on the side here, or maybe that's dirty socks. I'm not quite sure. And look at those locomotives. Look at the logs that are completely inconspicuous. Don't be concerned about that at all. And this is just fabulous. I mean, look, there's cranes. Who doesn't like a crane? And then there's some meat tinnery, and then more vegetables, and just deliciousness with materials. Oh my goodness. There's tin ore. There's so much industry. And graveyards for when people are dead. Who doesn't like a good graveyard? That's a very strange thing to say. It's almost as if you're ad-libbing looking over this thing. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I really like this area because I feel very privileged to be in this wonderful establishment. It's very uncharacteristic of you. You know, you were pretty demanding at first about your home and stuff like that. Well, I realized that if I didn't bicker with you, Night Ghost, things would get done with Vaypah. So I realized that, and I just decided to go with that instead because you don't really get as much done. Okay, right. So the amiableness has now ended. Oh, look! It's the stoning of Hinge, and it's just beautiful. People come here and they get married, and they have all of the banquets furnished with lobster bisque, and it's just phenomenal.
Actually, quarrying out these stones is quite complicated. It takes a lot of people, pulleys, and systems, maybe even aliens. I'm not really sure at this point. In fact, I wasn't here for the construction. I'm not sure. Did Noble build this? Because, seriously, like, that's some danger zone.
Right. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm getting this Ancient Aliens vibe. Anyway, look at this. We've got a gazebo and, like, all these little boat areas. Oh, my goodness. I'm really going to miss being on the boats out here. You know, one time, Norman and I were out here doing the boat thing, and we smashed directly into the railroad bridge, which gave me a wonderful idea. And I won't elaborate on that at this time. Wait, you're gonna miss this? Oh yes, we're gonna take a leave of absence from George and go back and I've got a few affairs I need to deal with at home with the father's estate and all of that. Well, I thought you had people that dealt with that.
That goes. It's actually kind of a touchy subject. Martha's father has actually passed away, and we need to go deal with the inheritance that is kind of come up, and we just need to. There's a few family matters that need to be taken care of. Just need you to hold down the fort here.
I'm really sorry to hear that. It's it's never fun when something like that happens, huh, Martha? Oh yes, my pish posh. We'll just deal with the things that happen. Father was always a sturdy man that taught me. It reminds me actually of this little chapel. Father was a little chapel of my life. That's a sweet thing to say. Sure. So we're gonna go and take care of those things. So thank you, Night Ghost. We'll see you soon, I'm sure, maybe. And have a nice day. All right. Well, Martha and Norman are leaving.
Bye, Night Ghost.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was weird, right? Like, I guess, okay, family stuff, but like, she didn't ask about the silver. And the gold. I thought we had way more gold than this. She was being really weird about the whole thing, actually. She was going on the train. As the train finished? I'm not really sure. We do have a track coming in. Oh, wait, this whole thing is loaded up with, what is in here anyway? Let's see, stone, logs, iron. Why are we exporting that stuff? We probably are importing it, right? But it comes all the way out here. Splits off, goes into town, but then also... Oh, they are exporting this. Why are we even exporting this stuff? I mean, we need this, right? What's inside here? And that's when Night Ghost found the logs were hollowed and full of gold. I think when Martha said that she was going to be dealing with an inheritance, I think the reason our gold supply is lower than silver, maybe she's investing elsewhere or taking the money, which we didn't agree upon that with myself, Noble, and Vaypah. So we're going to have words with little Miss Martha. Actually, we should just check in here. Kitchen soup. Look, yeah, look, there's no lobster bisque. There's a few things of lobster and none. They even produced more this year than last year. They must have had a special order. Why, that piece of garbage. I think she's freaking leaving town. That's probably why I've been getting things in the mail from the courier talking about urgent notice. Martha and Co. Need to speak about family matters or some such nonsense. I was going to talk to her about it, but it's just kind of left out of here. So we're going to have to figure out what's going on. I don't know what's happening with Martha. She's kind of lost her mind a little bit. She does always. And Norman always is counting rice. Oh my gosh, that's why there was so much rice. Stinking Norman. Look at him. That would have kept him busy for years. Actually, he's pretty efficient. I'm actually concerned that he wasn't really happy with the fact that we were turning it into spirits. You know, let's sort this by name real quick. I don't know. He's very particular about what he gets to count. And maybe that's why he focused on the rice so much, because he knew we would see maybe a few discrepancies between the silver and the gold. Silver and gold. Where are we at here? I'm sure I'm just literally passing it up. Here. Oh, there it is. 2,000. Yeah. Yeah, but the discrepancy of spirits to actual rice is kind of astronomically different. All right. Well, I would also like to say a special thank you to everybody else who has supported the series, been here, who have fallen in love with every little facet of what we're doing. This was new for all of us. Thanks for being patient with the little bits. And hopefully you've had fun with the MegaMod as well. On that note, I wanted to say you guys rock. Let me know what you think in the comments. We're exploring some other ideas. I think the group of us might take a break from Banished for a bit. As you can see, I did. I might get back into it soon, but there are some other things that we might be looking into. All of it's unconfirmed at this point in time, but let us know what you think if there are other ideas rolling around in the community, because we really do listen to what you guys have to say, and it really does help. So on that, I will see you guys next time. Later.